Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit more PlayStation 5 Pro gameplay to go and show you guys, and in all honesty, it's actually kind of insane. Now, as you guys probably know, the PlayStation 5 Pro has had some pretty good, decent upgrades, mainly in the focus of AI, PSSR, and as of this point, like a brand new AMD ray tracing integration that is specifically and custom made just for the PlayStation 5 Pro. And now we've actually had a chance to have people go and showcase some gameplay, which we're going to show on this video itself. And as well, it looks absolutely amazing. Like, it actually looks really good. And I'm going to go and even show you guys some early screenshots too before we kind of sit here and talk about it, because there's a lot of things to go bring on up and discuss. But basically, the PlayStation 5 Pro gives a lot more detail, greater image quality, and it just is insanity to go and see. As well, just I think it's actually starting to excel on me even more and more. And I was already kind of a PS5 Pro person in the first place. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. And let me go and first and foremost show you guys some crazy screenshots. So this first and foremost is nuts. Either way, so we have like some actual video footage over here I'm going to react to and show you guys. But I just want to take a second over here to show you guys this. Because oh my absolute good golly gracious, look at the actual difference. Now, it might be harder to go and show sometimes on YouTube videos and YouTube reactions or whatever. But at the end of the day, look at this. So first and foremost, let me break some things down. Look at all, so obviously first and foremost is the PlayStation 5 performance mode to make sure you're getting very consistent frames. So there is a little bit of a difference in terms of like a pure running the highest resolution versus not. But the big deal is this would be running at the same frames. That's the big deal and selling point of the PS5 Pro. It will look nicer and then run similar to something, say, like the PS5 performance mode or some of the other various modes you can integrate into the console itself. And look at this. Look at the actual foliage in the actual game itself. This is insane. Like, this is insane. Look at the bricks. Look at the quality. Look at the background. Just everything is so much more in detail. Same thing, too, as well, might be hard to go and see, but everything from using the AI integration to upscale all these texture details, and then once again, it might be hard to sometimes maybe see in a YouTube video too as well, but we look through all this type of stuff and it looks beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Even same thing too as well. It looks good. The PS5 performance mode, either way, looks phenomenal. But look at just the individual textures, such as like the skin pores, the scarring, the facial hair, and everything else in between. This looks amazing. And just more so looks way more fleshed out, looks way more beautiful. Now, we can even see in the tree too as well. It just everything looks more defined. Now, some of these are harder to stare at, but also look more in the distance. It just basically makes the world and the environment seem even more alive in the background. Now, in all honesty, you can kind of live through a game like this and not have any big deals with it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But it's insane to see. So let me go and first of all show the actual video itself from Digital Foundry over here, because it's kind of basically showing the big difference between right now the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. So I'm gonna maybe go make myself a little bit tinier just for this video. You guys can see me over here in the corner on, just hi, hello, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You just want me to live my solid life. But there's gonna be a lot of cool details we have to sit here and go and show. So once again, thank you Digital Foundry. So just look at it. Take this on in with me, guys. Take this on with me. Because there is graphical modes as well for the PS5 by itself. Don't get me wrong. But the PS5 Pro will be also including things such as the resolution and frames being higher and consistent. And as well, once again, as we showed you guys the background. Look at the frames. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this. Maybe try your best to look between the two. Is those additional frames make the game look so much better, so much smoother. And you could probably even see more from this one if you try to look maybe right in the middle. Okay, is that you can see that it's just a smoother experience as well, with also better graphics fidelity, and looks a lot nicer. The right side over here looks beautiful. Look at the actual faces alone, and look at like just even the screenshot of this. Look at how beautiful this is. Like, granted, there's a little bit of contrast, different colors, and obviously not everything's going to be perfect, but just looking through this, it looks so much better. It's like that little extra bit of love, that little extra bit of care, and that little extra bit that's hard for animators and emo people, just people like actually making the stuff, the 3D modelers, to do, because you can't always go and individually do a million different pores on a face or hair. But if you can utilize AI and things like utilizing the ray tracing effects to make the lighting details, look at how much more beautiful the lighting looks. Now, you guys might make fun of me in the comment section calling the random dude like over here with his lips out here going beautiful, but gameplay wise, this looks great. And once again, ray tracing itself is actually kind of built from the ground up just for the PS5 Pro for their own PlayStation 5 Pro edition of it. And it looks really good. The extra lighting effects, and you have a chance to go maybe bounce the effects off the lifts or whatever, it's still there. Like, it's still in these consoles, but it still looks so much better. Look at the actual face. Like, it still looks very similar too. Like, you can still see individualized pores, but it just looks like in all honesty, a 1080p to a 4K, like, basically picture. It looks so much nicer, so much more realistic. And this is also for something that's not specifically made for the PS5 Pro. Now, Square Enix sure is a huge company, and they've definitely tried to tinker around and make it look good, don't get me wrong. But the big issue is that we haven't seen a game from Sony that will be purely for the PS5 Pro, or think GTA 6. And this is what's kind of selling me on the console, because it's just beautiful, dude. Like, it's really well made. The architecture to do this all for $700 is insanity. Now, some of these are a little bit harder, but even looking at, say, like him himself, like Red, is his individual hair strands look so much nicer. Like, I mean, you could still go kind of pull it all together, whatever. Sure, look at the hair for this too. Like, it's not the craziest difference. Like, don't get me wrong. The PS5 looks good already, okay? And some people will be like, oh, I don't even see that much of a difference. Bro, I can see it myself. Maybe it's harder through YouTube video, like through another YouTube video. I can understand that. But like, to me, this looks phenomenal. This looks really good. Even like just the clarity of everything we're seeing. The PS5 and even the graphics mode has like a weird shadow over it, a weird like depth to it. While the PS5 Pro is able to go break free and have a chance to kind of like, you know, show off the actual characters and the models. It looks like it's more so custom made instead of it being like kind of self-inserted. Now, I think the environments are a big one. And this is kind of, I think, a big selling point I've always said in the videos, if you guys listen to me yap and, you know, talk around, is that the environments are very easily procedurally generated to go and fill up the environment. Things such as flowers. Look at the foliage. Like, a lot of this is just copy and paste. It's kind of the same thing overall, but it looks so much more clear and nice, especially if you guys remember at the start of the video, those images in the distance. Like, look at this by just the PlayStation itself. Like, this is not even the Pro. But then you go and factor in all the same stuff in the graphics mode for the PS5 into PS5 Pro with 60 FPS. So yeah, it looks amazing, but it's at 30. That's the better selling point, is that the gameplay itself at 60 FPS is so much nicer. It lets a action adventure game like this run and feel more fluid. It makes the animations pop. And as well, even with it running now 60 FPS, it does go and make, like, look at this. This alone, look at the clarity. The distance in the background, the PS5 looked blurry. The PS5 Pro has all these individual details, but they're forever, like they're far away. It's being rendered in real time because the ray tracing's insane. Like, look at the difference. This is 100% night and day, at least for me seeing this, that there's just so much more stuff being made and utilized and done. Like, it looks amazing to me. And I really have to go give them credit, like, just maybe it's just the AI function or whatever it might be. Maybe Mark Cerny is a genius, but there is so many major, crazy, big updates. And like, look at this. Like, let me try to maybe go and pause. Like, I just feel like I can see the individual strands of grass on the ground. Look at the tree that looks more better. Look at the rock formations too as well, that also has built-in ray tracing. And everything I'm seeing here looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm probably glazing this up a little bit. I'm sure you guys can sass me, whatever. But like, I think it's cool. And that's, I think, even a big highlight they try to showcase is stuff in the background will look cleaner. Look at this. Like, look at how beautiful that looks. Look at the eyes too. Now, granted, it still looks good on both ends, but like, I just really think the more of the background, the environment, the immersion, and everything you have a chance to go and see, that's what makes it beautiful. And I don't know, I generally want to hear your comments, because I've been talking about this throughout the videos, the yapping. But like, I really am kind of getting sold on the PS5 Pro. And this is like also me trying to imagine myself, because I'm a gamer at heart, okay? And there's going to be future Sony games. Like, there's not as many announced as of right this second, but I think we even have a state of play announced throughout the next few weeks, maybe. So we're going to have even more, hopefully, new games. And I want to see something crazy, like a new God of War or Uncharted or even like Infamous game, so we can go and sit out there and like see these games in crazy high detail. Like, even, okay, let me go and try to push this right here if you guys are curious. Look at Tifa's hair. between the two. Like, it looks like a little still like a little clumped together, but it looks frizzy, bro. It looks like blurry. It looks like it's like a skunk or something. It's nuts. In comparison over here, it still looks a little bit, you know, matted all together, but like, bro, like that just cleans up everything so much nicer, dude. And individual armors and weapons and even the clouds look better, bro. It's insane. Not Cloud himself, but like the clouds in the sky. And like, it's cool. Like, even like the birds, dude, even the you know, like, I'm just saying, like, it's all looking nicer. And this is why I'm getting excited for the PS5 Pro, because this gameplay is what I want. If I'm going to be spending money or trading in my console, my dude, I want that to be better on that 60 FPS. I want the AI to make things cooler. And I think people are underestimating in how much a big importance that AI is when it comes to the backgrounds, the animations, the characters, the faces, the pores, everything else for it. And I think it's great. So I don't know, I'm kind of yapping, but I think this is cool. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. I love seeing this. This is huge. And subscribe if you guys are new. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well if you guys want to follow down below. Thank you again, Digital Foundry, for having a chance to go and always break through all these videos and show off everyone. Major shout out to them, and I appreciate you guys all for watching.